What is up, people, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTubeverse out there? I'm kind of wiping off the glass and stuff, and I saw her popping out. So I'm gonna bring her out because she's looking like she might want to say hi, and we'll talk about more specifically her and some stuff about leopard gecko in general. Let me get that right there too. All right, hi. What you doing, silly? You ready for some scoops? Do you want to get picked up? Let's do a little bit of a zoom in on her right here so you guys can see what I'm seeing a bit better. And there we go. Probably do, yeah. There she is. That is lady. She is a leopard gecko. Oh, she's chasing after a cricket. Oh, she got it. Yeah, she got her cricket. I don't know why I sounded like Mark Simpson there for a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, she got a cricket. Oh, she ate that already. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I think that was probably one of the few crickets from just yesterday, or the day before it was. What are you doing, silly friend? Let me see if we can adjust. All on. Yeah. Are you in hunting mode now that you got you a cricket? It's been about a week. I gotta clean up some stuff in there and stuff. Just wanted to do a little video while we do all that, right? Yeah? Let me go ahead and pull some stuff apart and get some stuff out. You got her calcium dish right here. Yerp. It's not looking bad, but I would like to replace it. It's been a couple days. You do want to replace it as soon as there's any dirt or anything in there. For leopard geckos, they will eat their calcium right from the dish if they feel like it. I am going to move her favorite little hide right here because I need to check. I see some cobwebs right there, so I'd like to double check all that and everything. What, you following my fingers? Unfortunately, there is no more food. You found that cricket from what it was hanging out in. It was eaten by the water dish. What you doing? If you want to come up, you can. Here. My hand's over here. You can come along. You're good. You are very, very silly. Very cautious. As you should be. I never want you doing anything silly and getting hurt. Well, I mean, the bad silly. I say silly a lot. Crazy? Unwanting? As you can see, I'm just letting her do her thing. Right now, this is like kind of their pose they do when they're about to strike at something, but I have to show her it's my hand. So what I'm doing is it's my hand. I'm doing little things from the distance, showing her what it is. And she's gone from more strikey pose to more, ooh, what's going on here? So you can see by the throat how it's starting to kind of go a little bit like that. That's her just breathing quickly and everything. And then as I get closer with the hand and everything, let me kind of get a view because you cannot see her face. We are going to the camera. A different angle on the camera now. There we go. Hi. These are my fingers. Yeah. You got that cricket from just now. What you up to? I need to wipe that part of the glass down too. Are you ready for some scoops? Now usually when I do scoops, I have to make sure that she sees my hand. So my hand's right there. It's within her eyesight. Hi. Yep. What you doing, silly? And she's going to give my hand a little sniff and a lick. She's going to recognize it's me. She's probably curious where her calcium dish just ran off to. But let me go ahead and give her scoops. So scoops are always underhand. And what I always like to do, because I have that lid right there, I keep my thumb above her so she doesn't get hurt. And you never want to bend their spine. You never want to put them in a different position. You never want to contort them. And then from here, I'm going to go switch back to the stand. My goodness, switch back to the stand, and show you how I hold her with two hands and the hand under hand process of keeping them in your safe and care while you let them run around. All right, and as you can see, you have Lady right here. She is a leopard gecko. She is not a specific special morph or anything. Her patterns are actually very common. She has no carrot tail gene or anything. She's just a regular little lady. And how you hold them usually when they want to get to moving and doing, hand under hand. So you always want to keep one hand ready And you always want to keep it from under. Again, coming from above at them with your hand could be scary. They have sort of a detection system for things that come from above. And with these guys being from the Middle East and stuff, even parts of India, the type of animals that they have to worry about, a lot of them could be birds, avian species that will come from above. Snakes and stuff, they would come from behind stuff, which is why they could drop their tails. And if they do, it does grow back. Here, let's help her out. She's trying to move. See? Yeah, so hand under hand. She was trying to move and she couldn't. I felt her wanting to be able to walk around. She does like to explore when she is out. And also when holding them flat hands. Again, you do not want to curl your... I'm going to show you with this hand. You don't want to curl your fingers up. You don't want to flip them around or do anything. A good trick, if you want to check their gender, you usually have to check under their stomach. Get a small, like, carrying container or sort of like small animal tote that's clear at the bottom, and just hold that above your head to get a look at the underside of the animal rather than having to flip them over or risk having them hurt or anything. So ladies, just enjoying her time. Nice warm hands are good. Make sure that you never just put your hands into cold waters or anything. It might be a little bit chilly to them. It's nothing bad. You just want them to be as comfortable as they can on your hand. They're going to associate every kind of good thing that you project onto them, and they're going to remember that. But they're also going to remember the bad things. So any kind of discomfort or unhappy situation, they're going to remember that and be very cautious in a lot of situations where, you know, you might have been okay in other ways. So be careful who you have them around. If you have cats or dogs, even if you think that cat or dog can be perfectly safe around the animal, these guys may not know that. So always have them out in a place where your animals that could scare the lizard are out of the way. Well, a gecko in this case. But for Lady, whenever I have her out, Rorschach is in the room. The old cat, Dusty, is usually taking a nap and not out here. The moment I see her coming out, I put Lady back. Even though Lady will probably be on my shoulder, sometimes even on top of my hat and everything, I want to make sure that she herself does not feel threatened. What are you doing, silly? She's coming around the wrist weird. But you do want to be able to give them all the surface area of your arm and hand that you can give them so they can walk around. And as you can see, Lady's perfectly calm. Warning signs, like I've said in the past, to look out for if they are threatened. They are vocal. They will scream. They will make noises. They'll do chirps and stuff if they feel unhappy or if they feel nervous for any situation. They've been a little scared. If they're definitely scared, they're going to scream. Another thing that they'll do, they'll wave their tail in kind of like a almost snake-like motion, trying to get you to focus on that. And if any other things are to press them further, then they will probably drop that tail and run away. Another thing that they'll do is when they sway their tail back, like their whole, almost the whole butt sort of area moves with their tail and everything. When they do that too, that is them trying to shake off. That's extreme discomfort on their scales or something. You'll see that a lot when you spray them, which is why I say do not spray these friends. Usually warm cloths of dechlorinated water and maybe something like paper towels or something to kind of wipe off any sort of stuck shed or anything. Cool thing about this, guys, they eat their own shed, so you never have to worry about that. You do have to worry about stuck shed, though, because they do that. Stuff on the toes, stuff around the tail, and if you do not get that shed, it could actually lead to what is called tail rot, or even suffocate the toes from blood flow to such a degree that they're going to lose their fingies, man. So you don't want to make them do that. So Lady here, she had a problem with stuck toe shed, and I used to keep her on lizard carpet because I was absolutely terrified of impaction. But with study, with time, Lady I've been with for like since December of 2018, and she was probably about 6 months old at that point. So they told me she was 2 months, but I worked with too many of these guys to know that she was way too large to be just a 2-month-old gecko. So, yeah, sorry, getting distracted. They are such cool creatures. Outside of her just being her and some of the fun facts with all these animals, just being with them and the experience of geckos like this, cute geckos, you know, not your crazy looking ones. I love the crazy looking ones too. I have a Cuban false chameleon. I've had many people say that they look kind of ugly, and I'm like, nah, it's all right. They just them. But while I also hold her, I always check her toes and everything, make sure everything's clear, tail and all that. Um, Everything is all right. She's thankfully never had a problem with eggs being stuck or anything. She usually passes eggs so darn well. And I don't really bother with them too much because usually what happens, isopods and springtails eat that because I do have a vivarium and that's just extra proteins for them. I also will drop like random bits of vegetables for them, but they clean up her extra shed and what her poops are and stuff. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much Lady, you know, a bit about her, a bit about leopard geckos in general, using her as an example, and the entire time doing the hand underhand holding process, always giving them a nice flat surface to kind of walk across. And I know I said be careful waving your hands above them and stuff. I don't grab them from above. It's mostly when I'm getting that, and that'll keep them calm. And see, even when I just did that, when I went over, I saw her kind of like chest start to go a bit, and she's got a little nervous. So again, you got to be careful with coming from above these lizards because it could scare them. It's a lot of their things that try to eat them in the wild will come from above is why, or behind, which is why they have the tail drop feature. Once again, after that fun review there, thank you guys so much for all of your support, all of your subscriptions and everything that's coming in. I was in a bit of a quiet spot for a minute and whatnot, but that's only because, as you guys have known if you follow, things have been going on and I've been doing great, actually. So thank you guys absolutely so much. Lady. There we go. Thank you guys so much. As always, from myself and Lady here, we're very thankful for everything. As you guys know, you are absolutely awesome. Always go on to that next day, even if the day is really bad, because you never know what tomorrow might bring. You deserve it. Always look after yourself. With that, have a good one. Lady says, peace out.